and I have a fun, super cute little card that I want to make with you today. I have a class actually starting tomorrow morning. It is my Cheerful Daisies online class with my friend Kristen Hancock, who is a Canadian demonstrator. And I made this card as a thank you gift for my class attendees, and I want to just share it with you. This is kind of a sneak peek, and hopefully my gals don't see it until later, but if they do, well, they've already got their kit, so it's okay. All right, so this card, just a quick little thank you card, but it has a fun little gift inside. So I thought this was fun. Kristen and I both did a little gift of daisy seeds for our customers. And so this is the one that I created, and I'm just going to show you how I made this one. And then I will show you, I'll show you a little something else maybe. We'll see. All right, so here's what we're going to need. We're using the Cheerful Daisies stamp and die bundle. Now, I've done all of the die cutting already. There isn't much to this, but I've gone ahead and done it. Hi, Dawn. How's it going? All right, what you're going to need is a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 boho blue cardstock scored at 4 1/4. So this is going to be my card base. I have 3 panels of lemon lolly cardstock. These measure 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and these are going to be matte layers for the front and the insides of the card. I have a piece of 4" by 5 1/4" basic white cardstock. This will be for the inside sentiment page. I have a 4 by 5 1/4" piece of the Daisies, Delightful Daisies Designer Series paper. Nope, Fresh as a Daisy, sorry. Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series paper. And this is going to be for the front panel. I've got 2 other pieces here. Let's see. Give me my measurements, please. Okay, this one is about 3 1/8 by 1 1/4. This one is, I believe, 4. I'm lying to you. It's 3 3/4 by 1/2. And then I have a piece of boho blue cardstock. Let me just move this out of the way. All right, this one measures 4 by 2, and I have it scored at 3/8 of an inch on 3 sides to make the pocket. That was not 1/2 an inch. I've measured that wrong. It was 3/4 of an inch. I thought, that's not right. Okay, and then I have a couple of scraps of cardstock. This one is shaded spruce. It's about a 1/2 inch by, let's see, what's the length here? 2 5/8. And then this one is approximately 3/8 inch by 2 1/2. So it's just a slight bit smaller than that piece. And then this is cut from the Countryside Corners dies, and I've embossed it with the really pretty, here we go, Countryside Blossoms embossing folder. Okay, let me get myself situated here. Okay, there we go. And then I have a 1 1/2 inch by, I believe, 9 1/2 inch strip of boho blue cardstock for the belly band. And I have also die cut that beautiful big daisy cluster piece here. So I just love this. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, let me set these things aside here and we'll go ahead and get started. This is going to come together actually very quickly because there's really not a whole lot to it. Even though it looks like there is, there's really not too much. Okay, now I have these on the back here because I had already attached... Hi, how you doing? I see more people are coming in. Yes, say hello. Thanks for joining. Did I see someone's from the Netherlands or on vacation or back from vacation? That's wonderful. I'm so sorry the screen kind of closed out real quick before I could read it all. Anyway, I put these little pieces on here because I got excited about adding Stampin' Seal to the back of my cardstock, and I wasn't ready for this piece, so I had put it on the back of 4 pieces instead of 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put one of these panels on the front and then on each of the inside pieces as well. Okay, so I'm just going to take this piece, put it down just like so. Okay, I'm using my Stampin' Seal to attach the layers. Alright, and so what I did when I was making the first one is I was like, okay, I need 3 panels, and so I just put the adhesive on the back of all of them at the same time, and had already cut the second set and had it laying next to it, so, you know, I picked up one from the second set before I realized I didn't need it. So I'd already attached adhesive, and so to keep it from sticking and wasting it, I just attached some backing strips from another project. Okay, now that we have that, I'm going to take this designer series piece here, put it on the front. There we go. Okay, now for this piece right here, this is Lemon Lolly, and I'm going to take some crushed curry and a sponge dauber, and I'm going to make all of these little details pop. Okay, this is a wonderful technique. This is a wonderful technique for really boosting the images here. All right, so I'm going to tap, tap, tap in there. Excuse me, I've got a little dry spot in my throat. And then I'm just going to work around the piece. I start on the edges because I've just added some fresh color and I want the most concentration there. But as I'm working, I'm going to come across and just lightly graze over the top of these images, and as the raised pieces. Excuse me. And as you can see, they start to pop nice. So, oh yeah, I don't know what's going on here with my comments. I think that I record with my phone, and I think that the comments just don't stay on my screen very long. So I'll come back and look at comments here in a minute unless they come back up again. Thank you so much for being here, though. I really appreciate it. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, very good. So what vacation are you on? I see somebody asking about vacation. That's nice. It's summertime here and hotter than the blazes of you-know-what. So I'm staying inside a little bit, but also this time of year, my allergies start acting up. So as you can tell, I'm kind of coffee hacky. Bleh. My throat's got scratchy and dry, and anyway. Okay, now that I have my piece done with the coloring, I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to work on the pocket just a little bit. So it is scored at 3/8 inch all the way around, and you'll find that you have these little squares on these corners. Now you're not going to score on the top, you're just scoring it on the 3 sides. I think I misspoke a moment ago. And I'm going to take my snips and just go across the corner. Now this is not like creating a box. We're just creating a pocket. So we actually want to get rid of a good share of that excess cardstock there in the ends. So we're cutting right across. Now, oh, lucky girl. I was almost stationed in Whidbey Island years ago when I was in the Navy. Okay, so I'm not actually cutting across the corners here. I'm leaving my score lines intact, but I'm cutting just behind the corner, all right? Now what that does is it relieves the corner space here so that I don't have all that extra bulk piled up, right? Let me grab my bone folder. I'm going to give it a nice fold here. You're spending 3 weeks at your daughter's place? Oh, how nice. How nice. Congratulations. I tell my youngest daughter, well, Miss Hannah, she's the one, oh, you're enjoying the grandbabies? Oh, that's so wonderful. My youngest daughter wants to be a marine biologist, and I say that is perfect because obviously marine biologists would be somewhere near some kind of a beachy coastline somewhere, and she really wants to be in Australia. So I'm highly encouraging that. Not that I want her to live far away, but hey, there's a vacation spot. Okay, now that I have this part, I want to add some tear and tape, and now you know where I got the adhesive backing for my for my pieces here. Okay, I want to put my adhesive right here on all 3 sides, and I'm actually just kind of tucking that over the top of this panel because I want them to lay together anyway, so that's just going to help me when I go to put them down. I won't have to hold on to it. So just like that, it holds it together for you, and it creates this fun little pocket that we're going to be able to use. Okay, so now we have that. All right, and I'm going to take this piece of DSP, which is just the right size for my panel here. I'm going to put that on just like so. Okay. How old are your grandbabies? That's exciting. I don't have any grandbabies yet, and I keep saying I'm not in a hurry for them, and I'm not, but it wouldn't be a bad thing. Our eldest daughter is 26. Is she 26 or is she 27 this year? I think she's 26. And isn't it funny? When I was young, I always used to say, Mom, how could you possibly forget how old I am? Now I understand. It's because as we get older, our minds kind of go, whoop. All right, I'm going to take this panel here and stamp the inside piece in Pebbled Path. You're in the South, about halfway between the Atlantic and the Med. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I'm kind of jealous, I admit. Okay, here we go. Your friendship means everything. So pretty. All right. And then this strip is meant to go right over here. So we've got like a 3/4 inch by 4 inch strip of DSP that we're going to put on this. And honestly, when I was cutting the supplies for this card, I hadn't intended initially on putting this piece in there, but it was left over, and I thought, hey, you know what? Since it's there, I might as well use it. You know, I like to dress up the insides of my cards, so no naked insides and no naked envelopes is my mantra. So let's take this piece and put it on the inside and get it dressed up here. Okay. Our eldest girl and her husband have been married for 5 years now. Yeah, 5 years. And so it wouldn't be an awful thing if she got pregnant and they had a baby. It would be okay. Here we go. All right, now then, I've taken the backings off, and what I'm basically going to do is kind of line this DSP edge with this DSP, best that I can do, because I'm kind of just, like, I really want it to line up, and every part of me says it should. So, it doesn't have to. You can decide how you want this to go, but I'm going to make that line up right about there. And then put that down. Yep, that looks good. Okay, now then, let me just borrow the seeds from there. Now, I kind of shake down the seeds to this end, so it's a little easier to go in my pocket. But there you go. So when I was making the card, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's so plain. But when you put the seed packet in there and it's pretty all by itself, it really adds some color. So it's nice to have that plain background there. All right, there is our card. The next thing we need to do is our belly band. Now, I am a huge fan of hiding those seams anytime I can. So I took the strip of cardstock with the good side to the back, and I folded this side over and folded this side over so that I will put my adhesive on this side, and I'm able to cover it up with that, and it just gives us a nice clean look. Oh, thank you so much, honey. I appreciate that. Okay, now I'm going to put a piece of Stampin' Seal right here on this edge, and then another strip right here on this edge, because I want it to really seal good. So we'll do that and just line it up, make sure it's even. There we go. And we want this snug but not tight. Okay, so you don't want it to be bouncing off and really loose, but you do want it to be able to slide on and off the card easily, right? We don't want people to struggle to get their card open. Okay, now that we have that, I'm going to take some dimensionals and I'll put them right here in the middle. Okay, like so. There we go. Once I finish here, I'm recording and posting videos for the projects for the class, and I'll have that done. And then I've got some alternative projects to share with that group. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then I get to work on my demonstrator exclusive event, which I'm really excited about too. I'm doing another collaboration event. This one will be Stampin' Up! Demonstrators all over be able to come in October. And a few of my demo friends and I are getting together and putting this event on. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to have a great time doing all sorts of things. But it's just for demonstrators, so it's not a customer-based thing. But I get to create things out of the new upcoming catalog, which is so fun. I got to see it the other day. We were able to download the PDF version on the 26th, I believe the 26th, and there are some really cute things coming out. Oh my goodness, I am in love. Okay, I have my label here, and you can see that yellow is drawing out the centers of the flowers. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to put this piece right on top of there. And what I want to do is kind of get an eye for where I can put some glue. So I'm going to leave this edge off. I know that I've got to leave a little room here and obviously the leaves, but I can glue everywhere else. So and keeping in mind my parameters there. Okay, go ahead and add some glue to the back side here. I thought about putting this on dimensionals too, but can you imagine? I could have put it on the adhesive foam sheets first, and that would have worked, but I didn't want to. Okay, besides, it would make this a really thick card. There we go. All right, now that we have that, we need to get our piece here and Pebbled Path ink, and you made my day. I love it. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Let me put that on the blue so I can see it better. Oh, woo, that was a close one. Normally, when my stamps are about the same size as this little block, I will bump them up to the bigger block so that I have more room to see, right? But I don't have any of them because I have them for these other things already. So they're already predisposed. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to the back side of this white strip and mat it directly onto the shaded spruce piece. And like I said earlier, this will be just a little border. It's just something to give it some pop in between the sentiment strip and the daisies. Okay, I am going to put these on dimensionals though, because if I'm not putting the daisies, I might as well put these. There we go. All right. And then I'll put this here. And the next thing I need to do is bring in some of that in color jute twine. I really like this stuff. It's kind of thick, but it does tie pretty well. And you can separate the threads if you want thinner, smaller bows. So, you know, you can make it as heavy duty or as feminine as you like, which is pretty cool too. I like that it's got a nice chunky look to it, so it works really good on masculine cards. And then I can also take a few strands out and make it really soft and pretty. And I love these colors. These in colors are spectacular this year. Right up my alley. I mean, I love bold and bright, but these colors are beautiful. All right, I used a glue dot on the back of my knot just to hold it on, and I find that especially when it comes to twine type bows, those glue dots work so much better. You don't have to worry about waiting for the glue to dry, and you don't have to worry about hiding a dimensional, so there's that. Okay, the last thing we have to do then, let me go ahead and put this card back into its sleeve. There we go. So I have 3 little jewels here from the in color dots, and again with these colors, man, they are absolutely beautiful. All right, and let me grab this one here, put it down there. This one here, put it right there. And then this one here and put it over here. Yeah, that works. So pretty. All right. There we have them, my friends. Aren't they cute? I love them. This card is super pretty. It's a lot of fun, very simple to make. And, you know, you could do any plethora of things. You could do a cute veggie card with some vegetable seeds, or, you know, there are plenty of other types of flowers, and we've got all different kinds of flower stamps in the catalog too. So anyway, you can make some really fun stuff with this type of card. And I love the belly band. It just adds a little something. So you can have the most basic card and dress it up with a beautiful belly band, right? Love it. So if you like this project, feel free to give it a thumbs up, give me a heart, share some love, leave a comment down below. I would love for you to share my video with your friends so that we can, increase the size of our crafting community. And if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. And if you don't have a catalog, then you can let me know and I will send you one. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, friends. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And until next time, bye for now.